Boom. What's up, Anantika? Thank you so much for joining me on this one. It's a pleasure to have you here with me on. You want to finish this?
Turkey's 2 cents.
Ah, look,
Am
see,
I
that
right?
was the name. Yep. I like how.
Yeah, no, when you said it T2C and I was so confused. And I'm like, I know it's something related to your like I think I went to your page and I looked, I was like, yeah, I know what you're
Your
talking
homework.
about.
You do your homework. See, that's honestly that's just branding. It's a trick to get people to visit your website or like your page.
I see what you did there. Okay,
But
okay.
so you want to quickly tell these guys what you do around over here?
Okay, I'm actually a dancer and I just post a lot of my covers on Instagram. That's pretty much it. And I'm like a second year student at Jain University, Bangalore. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And so recently, you talked about how it's honestly difficult to even put up like bite-sized videos, even if it's under 1 minute, and that there's so much work that goes into it. So like, just could you elaborate on that? Like, what's that process like for you? Like, how do you enjoy the process? How do you find it valuable? That whole time you spend making that video, how long does it take? And like, why is it difficult? Or what sort of work goes into it?
Usually, I mean, like, I don't really like consider it as work. Like, sometimes it does, like, if I actually put
Yeah.
pressure to saying that it's work, then like I don't like the output. So
Okay.
eventually I would just like warm up and just like keep like dancing around. Then I just like a little bit like sweat it out, and then maybe I put a camera in front of me and
Okay.
like shoot like useless 20 videos. I'll what do you call keep shooting, and out of which I will like about like a minute or maybe 30 seconds of it, and then that will probably just go forward with the whole like editing thing and everything.
Where do you
Because I mean, sorry.
where do you edit?
So it's usually on my phone, in
Oh,
shots.
that's really
Yeah,
cool.
and yeah, so like that has just taught me how to keep listening to the same song again and again until I get like pissed off. And yeah, I did like end up downloading a software, but at the same time I just do very like basic editing with it. So whatever I can, I just use that and I end up like posting it.
How have you felt with quality and consistency? Because I do really like the fact that you post quite often. You keep trying to entertain as often as you can. And obviously that, do you ever have that worry that, hey, how much of this is going to be good? Is it going to be better than the last? Is that ever a concern for you?
I feel like for every creator, that's like a typical concern because sometimes you'll be like so proud of a certain piece and you would be like, oh shit, like this
Mhm.
has to get at least these many. I mean, as much as like we're being, it's always like quality, but sometimes it does become based on views only because you have like a certain number of followers. So you're just like, oh shit, if it doesn't like convert, because anyways the algorithm is like messed up. So let's just not talk about that altogether. But um yeah, and you would like have like some sort of expectation. I feel like every like creator goes through that. But then when it doesn't convert, you kind of do feel super shit about it. But then and then you have the most random TikToking shit that always gets the most views, and then you're just like, it's fine. I feel like
Yeah, I
you
can see
can't
that.
do much about it.
Yeah. Do you sort of maintain a discipline of putting out content on a regular basis?
Um, to an extent, yeah, like
Okay.
because I at one point actually want to convert to YouTube and hopefully it's soon.
Okay.
But for that also, I feel like I mean it does take a lot of work for it because there are like other aspects to just not even just like making the video. Like there are different aspects, but not a lot of people are open to like having that conversation because they think everything you post on YouTube is like, oh, so you're getting money for it, yeah? And I'm like, no, because and like no one's willing to like understand the whole like analytics and like the different things.
Absolutely.
So you just like just straight up say like no. But I've like tried to like discipline myself to do it because like um performing for like an audience is so much more different than actually shooting it because like they has like pros and cons, but at the same time being able to like view yourself in a camera is so much more different than like having to just like perform for like 3 minutes with an audience because it's a different vibe altogether. So yeah, but like for me it was basically the whole idea I started posting it in the first place was that I need to get out of this camera consciousness. I'm like, I'll just like
Yeah.
shamelessly do it. I mean, I can like to an extent like like dance, but I'm like if I need to get rid of it, I need to do it somehow. So the best thing I could do is just keep posting it, and at the same time, yeah, it's a way to like discipline myself as well.
That's great because I really hope that people can sort of generate a degree of inspiration from this because I've been talking to a bunch of people telling them that we're in an age right now where what you do on digital platform technically it could be used in a way to sort of amplify the deeds that you do. It could be used as a pedestal even back then, right? But people are way
Right.
more
Yeah.
aware of it now, right? And
Right.
I'm just glad that you at whatever what you're 19, right?
Yeah.
That you've looked at this as a way to get over a fear, which while you're getting over your fear, you're making more people aware of Anantika or Alluring Bliss. Like people know
Okay.
more about who you are, right? And
Yeah.
it's got a domino effect where people get to know more about you, they understand you, and you're networking, and that's amazing. I love that. I honestly seeing this is inspiring because I've been talking to so many people trying to tell, like, just tell them to go ahead and do this. Because
Right.
not because I'm some guy who's made it, but because it's been so beneficial to me at the most micro level. And the level of satisfaction and happiness that I'm getting from this is crazy. I haven't gotten this sort of satisfaction in a while.
Okay.
When you're able to put some shit out and make people aware of you, because everyone's a micro brand in themselves, like,
Right.
it's a nice feeling. And I'm glad that you've used that to conquer a fear and do more for yourself. And I genuinely hope that people who see this can draw something from it and do something about it. And appreciate
Right.
your time with us. Thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you so much for having me.